Hey everybody, just wanted to chime in real quick before I start this video. I filmed this a couple months ago. This is like early December when I filmed this. Due to the nature of videos like this, it takes a while to produce them. So I filmed this before Jed passed away. I just wanted to chime in before the video starts and just say, from the bottom of my heart, huge thank you to everybody that showed up to support Jed. It was really incredible. Everybody that was there to support his family and donated to the GoFundMe. It's just money, right? It can't bring him back, but one less thing for his family to worry about, And for me, it was so cool to see this industry that I love come together for this man that I loved, and just kind of be there for his family. In some ways, it's kind of been the high water mark of my career, just to watch all that happen. I think that it was really powerful, and it was a real good lesson for safety wise. That's more real to me now more than ever, that it's you're here and then the next minute you're not. So I just wanted to say thank you. I also wanted to kind of sort of apologize, because I got so many like text messages and emails and messages and comments on all the platforms, and I've only read a fraction of them. There's just so many of them. And so if you reached out to me and said something nice, I appreciate it. I'm sorry if I didn't reply. But all those messages, they meant a lot to me. It was just incredible how many people reached out. It was so many. He touched so many people's lives in so many ways. He used to be like a pro skateboarder in the 90s. And he's kind of like famous twice, once for cutting trees and once for skateboarding. And so there were a bunch of people in the skateboarding community that, were just chiming in about Jed. And anyways, I'll get onto the video now, but I just wanted to take a minute and just say thank you so much, everybody. That really meant a lot to me and to his family. He's so humble, he never talked about how people were really, a lot of people were surprised to see how many people Jed had influence on, how many people that he helped teach, and he had a huge impact on this world, and his family was really happy to see that. So, and so was I. So thanks again, guys. Alright everybody, well, I'm back on the East Coast. I am back at Shreiner Tree Care. I was here a few months ago. I really felt like I didn't get to see enough of this company, and I really liked the people here, so I asked if I could come back. I brought my family with me this time. I really wanted to take my family to see New York City when it was decorated for Christmas, and I really wanted to see the Shriners again. So anyways, I'm back on the East Coast. I'm doing some contract climbing for these guys this week. I'll just sort of document the process. This place is amazing. I really like this company a lot. I'm rolling in the bucket truck with the flames today. There's a whole other building down there where the cranes are too. I just love this place. I just think it's so awesome. I think they've got a 55 and a 40 ton. Pretty sure that's what they are. We're doing crane work today. I don't know which one we're taking. Everything's spotless clean. I think we're using the grapple chipper. One of the things I really wanted to come back for was because I didn't get to use the grapple chipper. So there's just a lot to this company that I wanted to see, wanted to come back to. I like working out here on the East Coast. When I was here, it was 95 and humid. Now it's winter time. It's pretty chilly. Anyways, we better go get to work. Getting the crane in here. We're taking out this black cherry back there. So this is really interesting. So we have these where I live too. These are Leland cypress, and it looks just like Western red cedar. It looks indistinguishable from them. And Mike says that this is a big hedge, and they call these arborvitaes here. We call them cedars. It's the thuja family, so arborvitae actually makes more sense, but very different from the things that we call arborvitaes. But anyways, they're way smaller here for some reason. This is bizarre. I mean, these trees get just gigantic where I live. It's gotta be, it looks just like Western red cedar. Maybe it is a different variety, but the trunks, the branches, it looks identical, just much smaller. Real weird. But yeah, it's interesting that some of the trees, they grow different sizes depending on where you place them, Anyways, this is the black cherry. It's kind of just sprawled over a bunch of structures and stuff. We want to take it out. So here's the tree at the base. It's a big trunk, big double trunk. That's a lot of weight hanging over there. I've never done a black cherry before. Another thing that's different about the East Coast and the West Coast is they got power lines in the backyard. Power lines are either underground or in the front yard where I live. You really very, very rarely see them in the front yard. Here it's really common. You can't really see the tree from here. It's thick in here. Yeah, big old tree. Look at all that included bark right there. That's no good. It's weird. It's like particularly wet right here. Oh yeah, look at that thing. I've never used a grapple chipper, but I've always thought it looked like a good idea, especially when paired with a crane. Really excited to see how this goes. I also really want to climb that black cherry, but I think we're going to be using this chipper all week. Oh yeah, I like this thing already.
Jake, what kind of rigging do you want?
Probably just 2 slings.
Want to do 3? So we run 2 dead eyes, 3 dead eyes with a 10 on it to keep it long.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
It's nice for the balance picks.
Probably have a ton of capacity right here, eh?
Oh yeah. Christian, what are you good for there? Like 9, 10?
I might be good for the weight of the cable. We'll find out when I get over it.
The drop zone's kind of tight though. Or you're gonna put it in the yard, huh?
That'll be a Lee and Mike problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not our problem. Don't worry about it.
What are you good for?
I think I'll be good for, yeah, like at the bare minimum, 9 grand. It's nice it's not that tall, it's just brushy.
But it's really not even that brushy. After that poplar we did last week, I'll take whatever.
Yeah, that was a pig.
You guys take a break for the holidays?
If you're here for over 6 months, you get paid for the week in between Christmas and New Year's.
That's awesome. All right, Christian, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking we take the first couple coming right at me first.
Okay.
Kind of work our way in.
Sounds good. I love the American flag.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. This is a pretty big tree.
And it's not bad. It's broad. It's very broad.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we take that top center first.
Yeah, I think so. Are you fully extended?
No.
Nice. Yeah, I think if we get this front one out right here.
Yep.
Wow, I can see forever. It's really a lot of rolling hills here. All right, keep booming down and maybe extend if you can. Okay, go ahead and boom down and to the right a little bit.
My right or my left?
You're right.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, good question. Okay, now boom down or extend, whatever.
I'll boom down.
Okay, that's probably good. Oh, so this is the long one right here. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
That's nice for capturing like butt weight and stuff, so use the 2 shorter ones to capture the wings.
Okay. The wings.
Yeah, the wingies.
All right, go ahead and cable down. Yeah, this is gonna be nice once we get this one out of here.
That's the good thing about cherry, though. Like when you're climbing it, it's very strong.
Oh yeah, that stuff's tough.
Whoa. Is this a dead tree?
Looks like you found the only piece of dead wood in that tree.
Yeah. Rope out. Never mind.
Found the second piece of dead wood. Jacob, where are you cutting that? You cutting it down to the one that goes over the house?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there a little ways.
So just take you're just taking that upright deal.
Yeah.
You switched to zigzag?
Right now I am.
What's up with your akimbo?
I like that one too. I use them all. It's like the bar. I'm just always tinkering, you know?
Yeah.
They've all got pros and cons, you know?
Dude, I feel the same way. I haven't found one that's like, okay, this is everything.
The zigzag is really nice for crane work. I have 2 issues with the zigzag. I don't like it's not midline attachable, and I don't like carrying an extra thing, like the chicane. If I want to do SRT, I got to carry this extra thing. And then it makes it really long when you put the chicane on.
as well. So
I also, because I've just climbed on like a hitch climber and pulley deal, and then I recently just switched to the zigzag. I don't quite trust the side load on it yet. Like if you're in a funky position, like limb walking, and you have to be cocked around a branch, I'm just not into it yet.
I get that, but switching from the hitch climber to a mechanical device, the zigzag is definitely the best option, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's slick the way you use that akimbo. You just choke it off higher than you or whatever.
Yeah, akimbo's really nice. It'd actually be a good choice for out here, so you don't have so much sap. I mean, that's the worst thing about the akimbo. It really doesn't like sap. This branch out of my life. There we go. Yeah, go ahead and cinch that up a little bit. Wow, this bark is really, there's a lot of friction on this bark. All right, Christian, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Yeah. What's that weigh?
16.
That's pretty heavy for a dead piece of wood.
Oh, it's not really dead.
Well, some of it's dead. It's a little dead. I'll go for this one I'm tied into next, probably, if you think that's a good idea, Christian.
The top of that? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, give it out a little bit more, buddy. All right, switch in, Lee.
You want to spin that?
We're gonna, he's just coming in. So we're just gonna put tension on the line. Cable down a little bit more, Christian. All right, hold that right there. I'm gonna cut this off. I'll let you know when you're on the tray. Can you see any of this or no?
Nope.
All right, you're on the tray. Give it out. All right, hold that right there.
How is that for size of the drop zone?
That's perfect pretty much from what it looks like.
Yeah, it's perfect.
What are you good for right there, Christian?
8,000.
We're just gonna rotate this off.
It'll lay down now. Just get it. Yeah.
Go towards the arms if you can. There you go. Love that. All right, you're on the ground.
What do you guys think about like pulling forward a little bit and like putting them right in the yard and then moving them with the grapple?
Well, how do you feel, Christian, about that? Just as far as, would you rather us be here or do you want us to pull up?
You can move up a little more, but...
Oh, okay. So it's hard for you to go like 90 degrees?
Yeah, he can't really go 90.
Okay, okay.
Like what you see here is pretty much as far that way as we can go.
Okay, interesting. Perfect. What's that?
You were talking earlier, you want straps, or do you prefer the dead eyes over the straps?
I like the way you guys got it.
Okay.
I really like this, having rope slings for brush picks, and I like having like chains for the wood.
Really? Chains over straps?
Yeah, I hadn't really tried chains until recently.
Well, there's certain states where you have to use chains for the wood. You can't even use the straps.
Right, okay, cable up. I think that's good.
Say I gotta swing left a little bit. No? You good there?
Pretty good right here.
Okay.
Man, this bark is like real. It's like the tree's got eczema or something.
Especially even like when you're doing these things manually without a crane and you gotta carry the logs out to the chipper, you're throwing them off your shoulder, you just rip your neck up.
Oh yeah, real abrasive. I can really see these would suck to try to throw a line into.
Oh yeah. It may make the crouch, but it's not getting to the ground.
Right.
It's always so depressing, like as a climber on a crane job with this chipper, because I always try to race the chipper when it's a normal chipper, but this chipper like you can never beat it. Doesn't matter how fast you climb.
Oh, man.
Good old Chips Ahoy.
All right, Christian, go ahead and cinch that up.
All right.
You like it?
Yeah, let's do it. You comfy there?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going over you.
So last one was 16, so is this 22?
Dude, you were dead on, man.
22?
Yeah, it's dead on.
Aw, man, dude.
Yeah, sunshine. Yeah, I haven't seen that much in Washington either.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, what are we talking about? You don't have sunshine out there.
He's never seen the sun.
Yeah. Yeah, in Washington we'll be like, oh, the mountain is out today, because like it's so cloudy, which I never even thought of. And then Kevin Ham mentioned it to me. He's like, yeah, when I was in Seattle, somebody said the mountain is out today. I was like, I hear that all the time. I never even think twice about it.
It's like pizza pie, dude.
Yeah.
Don't think twice about it.
That's so funny. I'm like, wow, they really call it pie. Not just in the movies. Yeah, so the crane work is such a balancing act. So Christian's good for like 9,000 pounds over this tree, but he's only good for 8 where the chipper is. Plus, there's not a lot of room because the house is right there. So it's there's a lot more than just capacity. So that was 2,200 pounds. So in theory, he could do 3, almost 4 times as much weight. But that's only thinking about the actual lifting capacity that he's got. And then, you know, it's where do you put it? So it's a real balancing act between what can the chipper handle, what's the drop zone like. Sometimes you can get in trouble because you're good for, say, 5,000 pounds where the tree is, but you're only good for 2,500 where the drop zone is. So you always want to think about your furthest point away. What are you good for there? And then, you know, they say you kind of shoot for 50% capacity. So if you're good for 8,000, you can shoot for 4. We're obviously shooting for smaller because those other factors that I just talked about. But can you imagine doing this tree conventionally? It would be just so much more work. You got 2 yards, you got the spruce tree underneath, you got you know, the power lines right there. It'd be a nightmare, but crane work, it's fun stuff, but it's tricky. I really like this nano chain. Hopefully by the time this video is up, I'll be carrying this in my store, sappysupplies.com. This chain's really cool for a few reasons. It's the 325, so it's a size between quarter pitch. The problem with quarter pitch is it's really small, it's hard to get it really sharp. And with the 3/8, your saw's working hard because you're taking a big chip out. So this is kind of the middle ground. It's a halfway point. You can still get a really good edge on it. It's big enough to get a nice like grind on it. It's a little smaller, so the saw's not working as hard. And with the conversion kit, you're going from a 6 to a 7-tooth sprocket. So you increase the chain speed and you make the kerf smaller. So the saw is not working as hard, but the chain's spinning really fast. And you can still get it really sharp. So the safety raker on it, I know a lot of guys don't like that. It doesn't seem to be too bad. I don't think it decreases the speed that it cuts, at least not noticeably to me, but it does kind of, sometimes when you're like at funky angles and stuff, it doesn't grab as good, but it bores better and it's less kickback. So there are definitely drawbacks. You know, that's that bumper breaker right there. Anyways, this is black cherry. It's really hard. Like I stick my spurs into it. It's really hard. I'm just blasting through the wood. I'm really digging this speed cut nano stuff. So I'm hopefully you can get this at my store by the time you see this video. That's what I'm working on. You like the cow hitch?
Yeah, dude. I tied timber hitches for like 2 years, dude. Like Christian, I thought Christian was gonna punch me.
I only do that if I don't have enough sling.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place for it, but I swear he would do it out of spite, just for me.
Well, as soon as you said you hated it, that's when I started tying it.
Well, because if it you drag it down, you lay it on the ground, there's no way you're untying the timber hitch.
I don't even like think about tying it. I've done it so many times. Like, yeah, it's funny. You ever like go to teach somebody a knot you tie all the time and you're like, how do I tie this?
Like I can't explain it. I just have to do it and you just have to watch.
Yeah, it's like that when I tried telling somebody how to tie a ball in. It's like, just give me the rope.
I mean, this is definitely a hands-on industry. Someone can tell you how to do something. You just gotta do it.
Oh yeah, totally. And then maybe try to snake me in like this way, like boom straight down. Like, yeah, right here. Try to get me behind. Yeah, exactly. All right, good. Let me think here for a second. You want to do they're kind of like 3 tops right here. Do you want all 3?
Yeah, we can take all 3. We just have down to about the length of all the pieces we're doing and make sure it's enough butt weight on it.
Yeah, if you like that, I like it. This is the 40-ton crane, right?
Correct. 40 ton with a 45 counterweight.
Half hitched. Dude, this bark is unreal. Just trying to pull the sling around is.
Oh yeah, it grabs everything.
You want me to cut it lower or kind of about right here?
I would go a little lower.
Okay. You want this whole thing or do you want
How low does it go? I can't see.
right where my left foot is?
I think we can make that work.
Okay.
We'll be really maxing out the drop zone with this one, but I think it's better off doing it that way than leaving a short little stubby piece.
Yeah.
We're not having enough butt weight on it, period. Let me cable up.
Okay. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Pretty big one.
There we go.
So, is that 38?
No. It's less than 3. It's only 26. It's not much heavier than the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's so much bigger.
It just looks bigger. It's longer. I think the wood on the brush on the last one's a little fatter up top.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, dude, this tree's disappearing, man.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, it's hard to spike this stuff. You gotta like kick the spurs in.
At least you know that once you're kicked into it though, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. That's definitely true. Yes, this is my first black cherry removal here. You'll see, dude, if I take a step, look at that. The spike barely goes into the tree. The bark and the wood is really hard. I gotta like, it's like what every new climber does when they first start climbing. They like really kick the spikes in and it makes it hard to pull them out. This tree, you actually have to kick them. I mean, this bark is no joke. All right, hold that. All right, push it in. You are on the future. Give it out. Yeah, you can land it. Next upright one.
Yep. This one's gonna land nice too because it's kind of already on a natural lean.
That one landed pretty good.
That one landed beautifully actually.
It's funny, I really wanted to see that chipper running. Can't even see it from the tree.
Like he's got the other GoPro on, so you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, I'll see it later. If you could name one species, what species do you think you guys work on the most?
Right now, it's still emerald ash borer. You know, when we were talking about it last time, it's still just slowly killing everything. Other than that, then it's usually the red oaks, probably next. Do a lot of those guys. They don't die often, but when they die big. They're never small little red oaks dead somewhere. They're always the big guys that, you know, I get it. People have them in their front lawn forever. They love to keep them until they can't, and that's when we come in.
Do you do crane work every day?
Yeah, every day for the most part. Me and the other crane operator, pretty steady.
It's cool.
Oh, absolutely. It's cool too because we got so many different crews. Like we don't have a designated crane crew. All our crews are competent enough where they just.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If the sales rep needs the crane, then.
Do you have like sales reps dedicated to the crews? Is that how it works?
Yes, pretty much. We got different ones dedicated that fits their criteria of what they do more than off.
I see. Interesting.
Some do more pruning, but sometimes we'll go out with the pruning crew just to tip prune tulip trees and stuff.
Totally. All right, buddy, we're on. I guess this one might be, it's basically the same size. Maybe a couple 100 pounds lighter.
I don't think any of these brush picks are gonna weigh anywhere near 3, especially the size we're taking them.
Yeah, they're all gonna be smaller than this. I mean, this is like the last top.
Looks like the one going out the back there might be a little long, but it's not gonna be heavy.
Yeah, it's long and skinny.
The wood's gonna be heavy. Black cherry, some big wood.
I believe it, man. It's like trying to spike into a rock. Trees are so squished out west, you know?
A lot of cottonwoods and stuff.
Yeah, lot.
What's your state tree out there?
Western hemlock?
Oh, the kid, it's eastern hemlock out here.
Oh, really? Okay, all right, ready? I'd say I mostly do fir and cotton only. Awesome. So is that about 2,200? No, yeah, 22.
That's 25.
25.
Close enough.
Yeah, like on a fir or a cottonwood, even like a big leaf maple, one of our harder trees really aren't that hard. You really tiptoe your spurs in, you don't have to kick them in. This I'm like, I keep...
Gotta give it some oomph.
Yeah, I keep like gapping out because I'm not kicking in hard enough. So this is one of the things I don't like about the zigzag. The zigzag's really nice for often on the ball. It's really nice for double rope. It's really nice for pitch. It's the best device for pitch. And really easy to use. It's simple. The only two things I don't like about it: one, it's not midline attachable, which this rope is not a big deal because I cut the splice off so I can feed it in. But if I have a splice, I got to run like 200 feet through the whole thing, just put it off and on. Not a huge deal, but it's a little annoying. So it's not midline attachable. And this is what I don't like. I don't like when I'm on single line, I have to add a whole other device. I got to carry this with me. And look how long this whole setup is. You know, it's also not a big deal. The zigzag, it works great, honestly. It's a great device, but like the akimbo or the rope runner, or the unisender, I don't have to carry another device with me to do single line. But the zigzag's not built for single line, it's built for double. You gotta add this bend in the rope to sort of reduce the friction on the cam there. So the zigzag, it's a great device. It really is. All the climbing devices have pros and cons. None of them are like gonna do everything. It's just like boots, you know? You're not gonna get one boot that does everything. Like depending on the temperature, depending on what you're doing, the job. Same thing with the truck. You're not gonna get one truck that does everything, you know? There are always pros and cons. I think overall, the zigzag is probably the best device. This is the old version. The new one has an extra hole here for the chicane or for the chest tip. The new one's got a hole here. It could be a pro or a con depending on how you look at it. Is there's nothing to adjust here, you know? The akimbo, the rope runner, these things have like adjustments. The pro is you don't have to tinker with the adjustments. It just always works. The con is you can't get it quite dialed in if you're really into dialing your stuff in. But I think most people just want something that's gonna get the job done, you know? This wears it over time. You just use thicker ropes for a little while, I think. Not replaceable parts. Another con, I guess, but I think if I had to weigh all the pros and cons of all the devices, it's not the one that I use all the time, but I say that zigzag's probably the best one, honestly, if I had to pick one. All right, ready? What's that weigh? 13. About the zigzag though, they recommend having a spliced eye. Sometimes you have to be careful because the knot can grab that. So I think that the newer ones, they extended this. I don't know if you have that problem. This is the older version. Sometimes so the splice is definitely better than this. I'm not certain, but I think on the newer ones you might not have that issue. I'm not sure, but that's definitely something you gotta be careful of. Branch out of here. There's a lot of ropes to knock down. right, you ready? All you. Dude, this thing is blasting through that wood. That is all my bark. It's a 14-inch black cherry, hard as a rock, blasting through it. I'm really glad that I found this item, and that's one of the first things on my store. Dude, I'm really happy with that. It's so nice. I mean, I do like quarter pitch, and they're like 3/8. This is a middle ground. They've all got pros and cons, just like the devices. You get the pro of the quarter pitch, that's little nibbles of wood, and the pro of the 3/8, you can get a better edge on it because it's a more robust tooth. Plus the additional chain speed with the larger sprocket. So I'm really happy with this bar and chain. I'm really pumped about it. I mean, this, you know, I hear all the time guys comment on my videos because I work in Washington. They're like, oh, try that on the East Coast. Well, I'm on the East Coast. That's great. All right, I got one on. You ready? Yeah, this is gonna be the longest pick right here. All right, I'm on, buddy. You ready? All right, I'm on. Man, it took me 10 minutes to tie that all up. It's crazy how much it slows you down, just those twigs, man. Yep. All you. One more brush pick. Man, this thing's cutting great. Look at this. All right, you ready? Last brush pick. You know what's nice about this time that I'm here? There aren't bugs everywhere. The bugs were crazy last time I was here. Especially the spotted lanternfly, I couldn't believe it. But like in Guatemala, you don't even put your saddle on the ground because it's like the ground is moving. So many bugs, yeah. Even worse than here. Although that lanternflies were crazy. That I never seen anything like that. It'd be like the whole branch would look like it's moving. Yeah.
It's like, dude, there's bugs here. What, you know bugs in Seattle?
Not like that, man. That was
He's like,
so nuts.
he goes, ticks? What are ticks?
Yeah, they got those in Guatemala too. Yeah, we don't have ticks. All right, gonna shut this up and then use some more. Get back at it. Oh, this thing's got a winch and arm. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of proud of the shovel cam.
Yeah.
Best camera angle ever. Action-packed shovel action. A day in the life of a shovel. All right, just had lunch. About to go up and cut this bad boy down. Brought my Screaming Eagle with me. 261. Put one on each side or both same side? Yeah, that makes sense. And cable up a little bit. All right, good. For this one now. Let's see, never done it this way. Makes sense. All right, you ready? $2,600. Man, this tree's pretty big. I mean, I was like short with my 25-inch bar right here, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good sized piece of wood. Cable down. Put like a couple 100 pounds on it or something. All right, you ready, Christian? And you're free of the wires now. All right, awesome. That was a lot of sawdust. Thanks for your sacrifice, Mike.
Yeah. So noble of me.
Yeah, what a guy. You can hear the saw charting, wow, 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 wow. So got the low raker blues going on. My rakers are at about 50 thousandths. That's because last thing I was cutting was fir with this, so you can bring the rakers lower because the wood is softer. This is black cherry, so you know my chain is kind of dialed in for West Coast trees, you know, so the East Coast tree, you know, this tree is harder, so it's the saw's struggling. I have some more chain with me. I should put on one with higher rakers because it's kind of okay doing the horizontal cuts, but trying to do anything angle, it's just not very good for over here. So you can get a little greedier on the West Coast with the rakers than you can on the East Coast. You know, you can bite bigger pieces of wood. This is kind of like, I can't push on the saw even at all, or it just jams up. Too much raker. You need to drop it down to probably 25 thousandths, maybe 30, but not 50. $3,100. All right. So wild, these wood chips, they're black cherry scented. They smell like black cherry. Like you have black cherry flavored stuff, and that's what these wood chips smell like. They smell amazing. I mean, I guess you'd expect it to smell like black cherry, but it smells awesome.
Okay. Good. Love it. Love it. All right. stop. You're good. Okay, stop. I'll just kick.
Hey, that's a nice flush.
Yeah, baby.
Look at that
Nice
flush.
and low.
That is a very low stump. Crazy.
4,500.
4,500 pounds. Didn't you say 46, Mike?
Yeah.
Nice. Smells good. Wow, big growth rings.
Oh, dude, they're huge.
Dude.
Look at this.
This thing's a fast grower.
Yeah.
It's crazy how dense the wood is for being that fast
Yeah.
growing.
Dude, these are like inch rings.
That's so wild.
Oh.
Great job, Mike.
Thanks, dude. Good job on the tree. On your rigging, baby.
Man, nice job, guys. Great job on that chipper, Lee. That was really cool. Look at that water. Look at, there was water inside that tree. Man, look at that thing. He's dumping water out. Yeah, that's a sign of a bad union. That's, I think it's hollow right in the middle there.
Yeah, he was huge.
He got all that wood loaded, 2.5 minutes. Slow day. That's crazy. That guy's leaving 2.5 minutes from when he got out of the door to when he finished loading it up. He's been driving log truck for 40 years. Nuts. Nice job on the crane.
You too, man.
That's it, the job's all wrapped up. All right, all wrapped up for the day. Thanks for having me out today, Mike. That was a lot of fun. I really like that tree.
Baby.
Yeah, one more week to go. Just driving around in Pennsylvania. So that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe. I came all the way to Pennsylvania for you guys. Come on, just subscribe to the videos already. Please, please subscribe. I'm begging you. So, all right, I'll see you guys later.